Get it?
Read.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Meaning, if you don't worship the white man Jesus, they say you're going to hell. That's what they tell you in your dope houses called Christian churches. Read. What verse you in?
That was verse 15.
Read. Come on.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That's what I was talking about earlier. In their right hand and in their forehead. Meaning to do sin and think sin. That's all it's talking about. Ain't talking about some microchip. That bull crap out of your head. Ain't no microchip gonna make you sin. People stupid as hell. The white man puts a thought in your mind to make you think that sin is pleasurable. And you end up thinking it and you end up doing it. That's the mark being in your head and in your hand. Okay? So now, go to Ezekiel now.
So the Most High says here, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So all of those nations are idol worshipping, meaning they are committing a sin. So according to Bishop Yawasap's calculations, all of those people are going to be put to death, meaning you're not even going to have any slaves or concubines in the kingdom, because everyone's going to die except, according to IUIC, except the IUIC, according to their breakdown. Because we are telling you that the chip is the mark of the beast. They're telling you that it's sin. Idol worshipping is a sin. All of those nations are idol worshipping. The Most High is not going to kill everyone, all of those nations. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if we go to Revelations, because remember, this is the punishment for taking the mark, according to them, for committing sin, right? This is the punishment. This is why I'm telling you they're going to die, according to their breakdown. Revelations 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, according to them, they say it's sin. They said the mark is sin, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is the nuclear destruction and the destruction that's going to come by the chariots, in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascends up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, whoever worships the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. They're saying it's sin. So all of these nations, I got to show you one more time, all of these nations that are worshiping all of these religions, according to Bishop Yawasap and the IUIC leadership, they're all going to be brown bread dead, because they're all committing sin. They're all idol worshiping. And this is what I'm wondering, is this guy, does he actually understand that the mark is talking about for everyone? It's not just talking about Israel. Even though the laws are given to Israel, the whole world knows about the laws because the whole world has the Bible. So nothing what he says makes sense. Nothing. 1 and 1 makes 3 when he's breaking down the mark. 2 and 2 makes 5 when IUIC are breaking down the mark. Because all of these nations are idol worshipping, so they're all committing sin. Because all the gods of the nations are idol worships, are idols, the Most High said. And if you worship idols, you are committing a sin. If you're worshiping idols, you are committing a sin. So none of what he says makes any kind of sense. None. Zero. Zero, 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 zero. Let me just quickly get the scripture so you can see. Leviticus, because I want to get the scripture so you can see. When I tell you that worshiping idols is a sin, all the gods of the other nations are idols, right? But the Lord made the heavens. That's the judgment. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 26. Okay, blessings of obedience, right? Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord Yahweh your power. What did the Most High say? All the gods of all the other nations are what? Let's bring it up again. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens. What did the Lord say? Ye shall worship, ye shall make no idols, nor graven images, neither rear up any standing images, neither shall you set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto them, for I am Yahweh their power. Well, the Muslims have got the biggest piece of stone set up in their land, right? What is it called? It's called the Kaaba stone, right? The Kaaba, so the Kaaba stone. So I can quickly find it. Let's get it up here. Here it is. You fucking, I'm sorry for swearing, man, but I gotta show you this. So, and they go there to do their Hajj, they call it their Hajj. This has got to be the biggest thing erected to worship, right? They've got that up there, right? If you go to Brazil, they've got the massive statue of white Jesus on a mountain that they all go up there to worship. So do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? You'd have to be a useful idiot if you truly believe what Bishop Yawasap is saying, that the mark is sin. The mark is the microchip. When you take the mark, you will have committed a sin because you put an engraven image into your body. But the mark in its entirety, what it is not sin, it is the microchip, because this is a graven image. Now, I go back to this again. It would mean those 1.5 billion Sunni Muslims we're all going to end up brown bread, dead. The Catholics have got little idols of Jesus Christ, white Jesus, white Mary, statues in their houses with candles, and they go and they pray to it all the time. You go to any Catholic house, they got little statues of white Jesus, white Mary, baby Jesus, and in a little thing in a corner with candles and that, and they're praying to it. The mark is not sin. The mark is something that the whole world actively is going to take part in. It's a universal thing that the whole world is going to participate in. Why? Because it's going to become part of the foundation of the financial system. The financial system is the one thing that unifies the whole world, whether it's the BRIC nations, whether it's a SWIFT system. They all have to use finances to buy or sell. It doesn't matter what religion you believe, you don't believe, what sex you are, what sex you want to call yourself. The one thing we all have to do, we all have to use money or some type of currency for us to buy and sell, to go to the shopping, to buy your clothes, to pay your rent, to pay your bills, your light, your gas, your electric, to buy your eggs, your cornflakes, your bread, your flour, your meat, your chicken, your fish, to buy a ticket to go on the airplane, ticket on the plane, the metro, the train, the subways, taxi, Uber, Lyft. The whole world partakes in that financial system. And the foundation of that system is going to become digital. And then the microchip is going to be the core thing that you're going to be using to buy and to sell, to transact in that financial system. It's as clear as day. So you'd have to be, I've got to say it one more time, family. You'd have to be a useful idiot. This is to your IUIC members and all of those affiliates that follow the teachings of what IUIC is telling you. A useful idiot or a useful fool is a pejorative description of a person, suggesting that the person thinks they are fighting for a cause. You think you're fighting for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai without fully comprehending the consequences of their actions, because they're still calling on the Most High Jesus Christ, High Christ. That should be a red flag for you straight away. and who does not realize they are being cynically manipulated by the cause's leaders, Bishop Nathaniel and his cohorts, or by